Okay, so it occurred to us that we never got to do a wrap-up of what we thought of the Spice Road Table Fireworks Dining Package at Epcot. We ran out of time, but we wanted to give you our thoughts before we post the video.
Yes. So, yeah.
It's $72 per person.
Yeah, we'll go with the facts first.
It's $72 per person, and it includes, you get to choose from 2 small plates. You get unlimited beer, wine, or there's 3 different mimosas to choose from. You get a dessert platter, which was 3 desserts. And then you get a view of the Harmonious fireworks show.
Right.
So the positives of this experience is that it only sits 24 people.
Right.
There were 3 tables of 4, 1 table of 6, so that's 18. And then there were 3 two-tops.
Yes.
And
that is correct, Jennifer.
If you've been to Spice Road Table, the outside, that's where it is. It's in the outside area of the restaurant.
And Spice Road Table is in Morocco, in Epcot.
So the 3 tables of 4 and the table of 6 are right up against the railing, and then the two tops sit behind it, and then they rope off the rest of the restaurant so that they can't come into that area to watch the fireworks. They have to stay in their seats. They dim the lights. They dim the lights. The music is piped in. It is an obstructed view. There is an island directly in front of you with 2 trees that sits right in front of what we like to call the mechanical Ursula, because we are not fans. It obstructs that view. We're not big fans of the show. We saw it on opening day. Then we thought maybe it's just because we were tired. We had stood there for a couple hours waiting for the show to begin. We didn't have the best view, so we were willing to give it a second shot. But after watching it the second time, I liked it even less.
Well, for me, it was yes and no. So let's just say the fireworks first, and I'll just keep this brief because it is what it is. Yeah, Ursula has got to go, and I'll give you a reason why in a second. But I disagree with you in regards to the overall show because I did like the music for the most part. I really did. But I loved what they did with the fireworks. Once they finally got the fireworks going, and then at the end, there is the shooting cannons across the lagoon.
The very end of the show is worth seeing.
That was cool.
Great. Yes,
that was so cool.
I agree. But I think the fireworks between songs were the cheap ones where they just kind of go up and go poof. They're not like the big beautiful ones. They were like the cheap ones. And I think that took away from the show.
A little bit. And I guess for me too then, the music, I'd say probably half the fireworks were good. The music, 3/4 of the music was good. I think what I liked about the music was that it was tunes that you recognize, the Disney songs that you recognize, but in different languages. Because the idea of the show is that music brings us all together.
It unites us.
And music in the different languages. And they did focus on countries that are in Epcot as well. So anyway, music brings us all together. And so that's all fine and good. But the monstrosity that is Ursula in the middle of that lagoon, what Ursula offers, does it make up for what it takes away? And it doesn't. It takes away.
It interrupts the sight lines and how Disney did such a great job of blending the countries and the landscaping and melding everything together, and you have this just big mechanical monstrosity in the middle of the lagoon.
It takes away from what the original Imagineers designed for Epcot in the first place.
Yes.
So with what it offers for the show, does it make up for what it's taken away? No. Is it kind of cool? Yeah, it's kind of cool with the way the arms come out and the lights, and it's
kind of creepy.
It's, but it shoots water, and then at different points it does shoot fireworks out of it. But it just looks so out of place. It's just, I don't know. It's weird.
Going back to the party, they were very short-staffed. You can check in for the event at 8:45. We weren't seated until right about 9 o'clock, and it was almost like they forgot about us, and we had to go back to the podium to say, hey, you're seating people, and we checked in. Why haven't we been seated yet?
We checked in before other people. And
we did. So that was kind of weird. You can tell that they are severely short-staffed. There were literally 2 people, maybe 3, working the 24-person party.
Which you think wouldn't be that big of a deal because
But it was.
you only have a few items to select from. And
you have to pick everything right away. They don't give you any time to think about it. And we were not asked if we wanted refills on our drinks at all. We had asked for water.
So I think what it is that you got from 9 till 9:45. Harmonious started at 9:45.
Yes.
So you got 45 minutes to get everything
Everyone seated, ordered out.
Yes. They should have started seating people at 8:30.
Yes.
So that way you could have a more relaxed experience. You bring the food out, you can eat, you can order more drinks, whatever. But you had 45 minutes to get all that done because once it started, that's it. And they're not going to interrupt the show by asking you if you want another Coke, whatever. So I just think that the timing of it threw everything off. What do we always say? Ambiance, service, and food. The food was pretty good.
The food was good.
The food was good.
The small plates part was excellent.
Yeah.
The desserts were lacking, and only 2 of us got desserts. The other 2 were forgotten, which in the end turned out not to be a big deal because the desserts were not very good. They were very dense, and
yeah, we couldn't have eaten them all anyway.
We couldn't have, but for what we paid, we should have all gotten the desserts like it stated. So would we recommend this dessert dining experience package? No. Can't say it. And the hype has already died down. So we did the opening on Wednesday, the 29th. And then we did this October 3rd, and the crowd had already died down considerably.
Mind you can't compare to the first night because...
No, you can't, but still.
Everybody and every single relative they have all came to Epcot that night, and it was just...
And I will say,
crazy.
too, we walked around the lagoon to just get an idea of the best spots to stand, and there are a lot of obstructed views.
Yes.
The best place to stand for this fireworks show is in the Japan Pavilion to the right of the red Japanese structure.
Which red Japanese structure?
That's by the lagoon.
Yeah, which red? Oh, the
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's actually even more to the right of that. The little tower thing where you could see the space ball in between it.
That's actually the best place to stand around the whole lagoon.
I actually got a really good picture of that. So I will probably put that picture right about here. What a cool picture! Anyway, yeah, so you have the little booth there where you can get the kakagori, and which is the shaved ice and beer. So if you're just to the right of that, but there is an island, or that one just has a tree right there. So you got to get to the other side of the tree. And then there's the islands out there. Anyway, what it comes down to is this with this. There are going to be different areas around the lagoon where you can stand to watch the show, so you don't have to pay for this party in order to get special seating to see it. We don't know what the view would have been like from Rose and Crown, but Rose and Crown in England also offers a dining experience.
I at first thought that was going to be a worse view, but I think it might actually be better.
It just depends because Ursula with the big ring is over here, and the best view of the ring would be in the America Pavilion, but you can't see it because the stage and the back of the stage obscures the view of this round ring of Ursula.
I mean, I think this show is worth seeing once, but I would not do this dining package again. I wouldn't even go watch this show again if I'm being completely honest. And again, we hate being negative, but we're going to give you our true, honest feelings.
Right. But what I would be curious to do is just to try to watch it in different areas for curiosity's sake to see where would be the best place to stand.
So maybe next time we go, we just walk around the lagoon during the show.
And see what's the best place. That's a really good idea. Just because I don't think it's worth paying extra for any kind of party or celebration or dining package.
We've actually, since we had posted some of the stuff on social media during the time we were just there, a lot of people that we know have actually canceled.
The
packages.
And it's not just us. I mean, overall, the general feel and consensus is that, it's fine, but it's not worth the mechanical structure.
No.
It's not. Also, the other thing about it is that if you just have fireworks, they go up in the sky, doesn't matter where you are.
Anywhere.
Right, anywhere around the lagoon you could see it. It's all great. But now when you're focused on either this Ursula or they have the 4 monitors that are out there where they show, and you can't really make anything out.
And I will say, when we were there, they were not in sync.
Oh, they weren't?
They were not in sync.
Okay. See, since I was recording, I couldn't really pay attention to the detail of something
And actually,
like that.
you can see it. You have the screen up. Look, you can see 3 of the 4, and they're not in sync.
Well, are they supposed to all be the same?
Yes, because you're supposed to be from where you're standing. You'll have the same view.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they were not in sync.
I wasn't sure if
when we
maybe
were
it was
there.
supposed to be different things from different angles and, you know.
I believe they're supposed to be the same because then you get the perspective of where you're standing. It's going to be it's uniform.
We have a picture up on the computer.
Yeah. Because we couldn't get the name of the package, the dining package.
You kept calling it a dessert package or dessert party. It's not.
Anyway, bottom line, it
I don't
wasn't
know.
worth it for us.
And then the other thing, we'll wrap this up. The audio wasn't that great there.
No,
the speakers,
it was not.
We weren't very close to the speakers. So when I look at the video that I shot with this camera with the really good microphone, the audio is not as good as it was with my cell phone that I used
For the
opening
premiere.
night.
Yeah.
For the premiere on Wednesday
Good
the
point.
29th. So, we were standing in a different area though, there in Japan. You could definitely make out the music better. Again, I think probably the most impressive thing of the show of Harmonious was close to the end when they had those cannons shooting across. I will definitely include that part in the video for sure. You'll see what I mean. But anyway, all right, Jen. Well, you know what? What are you going to do? It is what it is. If people are going to go and watch the fireworks, then we go ride rides. It's less of a wait for the rides.
I really hate giving this a negative review because it was something we were really looking forward
Yeah,
to.
we were.
But we want
Yeah.
to be completely
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah.
And just because it has Disney stamped on it doesn't mean it's going to be good all of the time.
They're never going to give us anything. Media passes, special endorsements, special whatever. They'll be like, that Jen and Joe.
No,
nah,
but-
nah.
But then you can't do. I don't think then when you're offered that you can be as authentic because you're going to feel like you owe it to them to be positive, all the time.
Yeah. And we're positive. But look, how much money do we give them? They better appreciate us, but we are honest. Yeah, they don't. They don't even know who we are. No, but we have to be honest because not everything there is going to be perfect. There's all sorts of.
And again, if you're a family of 4, that's going to be over $300
No way.
to see a show that's
No
mediocre
way.
at best.
Go buy some popcorn that you can get for $10 for a little thing of popcorn. Isn't that how much it costs over there? I don't know. It's expensive.
And a $5
Everything's there.
Coke.
Yeah. So get some popcorn. Go sit there in some spot wherever you can find a good view, and then just watch it there, and then just say you did it. Whatever.
So don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss any of the next Jen and Joe on the go action where we can never get to the point and we're always way too wordy.
Speak for yourself. I'm very much
Okay,
to the
say
point.
goodbye. Bye.
But Jennifer, what are you talking about? Look, I just want to say
He's
that
saying goodbye. Okay, bye.